Hey guys, in today's video we'll be discussing how to establish vendor credit and get a business paydex score. So a business paydex score is similar to your personal FICO score, and I'll just showing you this step-by-step guide on how you can achieve a 80 and up credit score for your business, okay, which is also called a paydex score. So let's get started. So what is vendor credit? Vendor credit allows you to build your business credit by purchasing goods or services on net terms. Net terms can range from your net 30s or your net 60s and up. This helps you build business credit and improves your paydex score. It also establishes financial credibility and separates your business and personal finances. Understanding your paydex score. So your paydex score is a number from Dun & Bradstreet, which ranges from 0 to 100. A 80 and up credit score is considered good credit, determined by on-time payment history with your vendors. So this is how you get your paydex score, if you're making on-time payments with your vendors. And we'll go into detail. So here are the steps to establishing your vendor credit. You want to make sure you register your business legally and get an employer identification number, also known as an EIN number, from the IRS. You also want to open a business bank account. After that, make sure you are obtaining your DUNS number from Dun & Bradstreet. Next, you want to apply for business credit with vendors that report to the credit bureaus. You can make small purchases and pay invoices on time or pay them early. I recommend paying them early just because on-time payments, it reflects good, but when you pay it early, it reflects better on both your business and personal credit. I also recommend when you are making these small purchases that the small purchase is over $100, okay? So just make sure what you're buying is at least $100. Here are some starter vendors that report to your business credit bureaus, and it's great for net 30 accounts. You have your Uline, which supplies office and warehouse supplies. You have Granger, which supplies industrial supplies and equipment. Quill, it also has office supplies and also furniture. Crown Office Supplies has office essentials and electronics. And your NAV Business Boost, it will help build business credit while monitoring your scores. So as you're paying for your NAV Business Boost, you can also monitor and keep track of how your business credit is improving or not improving. So as we say, you want to make sure you are purchasing from these net 30 accounts, but also purchasing equipment and supplies that you need, not just purchasing just to purchase, but purchase supplies that is going to benefit you and your business, not just purchasing just to purchase. And if you are purchasing something just to purchase it to build your business credit, that is fine, but at least make sure it is useful to somebody. You can gift these things to somebody as a gift and just pay it back on your net 30 account if you don't feel like it will be useful to you, but you still want to use these companies. Make sure that you are purchasing equipment that you can give to someone else that may be of use. So you can use any one of these, or you can use all of these vendors, but put it to use somehow. Just don't have it sitting around. That's what I would recommend. Here are some more vendors for business credit building. You have your Summer Office Supplies, which is office supplies and business essentials. You have Strategic Network Solution for IT and software services. Shirtsy, they have custom printing and branding materials. Creative Analytics, You have your marketing and digital services, and then wise business plans, which is business planning and consulting services. Tips for successfully building business credit. You always pay your invoices on time or early. What did I say? I recommend you paying your invoices early, okay? Because if you wait for the on-time payments or the on-time deadline, then you may or may not miss that deadline sometimes. So it's always best to pay it early to get ahead. You can keep business finances separate from your personal finances. Apply for multiple vendors to establish a strong history. Check and monitor your business credit reports using Dun & Bradstreet, Experian, or Equifax. Gradually move from vendor credit to business credit cards and loans. So you want to start at your business credit, your vendor credit, and then move to business credit and loans. You don't always have to start with vendor credit. You can skip vendor credit and just go straight to the business credit cards if you have great personal credit, and apply for the business credit cards and apply for the loans. But if you do not have strong personal credit at 680 and above, I highly recommend using vendor credit to build your business credit, a strong business credit profile, and apply to as many vendors as possible before you move to your business credit cards and applying for your business loans. Checking your business credit scores. Use Dun & Bradstreet for your paydex score. You can check your Experian business credit score. Monitor your Equifax business reports, and use NAV to track your business credit growth. The next steps to scale your business credit: build at least 5 to 7 vendor accounts that reports to the credit bureaus. You will also want to apply for business store credit cards like your Amazon, your Home Depot, and your Best Buy. Also progress to business credit cards with banks like your Chase Inc. and your Amex business credit cards, and then qualify for business lines of credits and loans. So there are tiers that you will need to establish before you move up to the next tier. So with these vendor accounts, make sure you get at least have 5 to 7 vendor accounts, and I listed about 10 on this PowerPoint. Next, you want to apply for your store credit cards. And then after you do that, you want to move up to your business credit cards and your, business loans and your lines of credit. So there are tiers that you will need to establish before you skip around, especially if you do not have a good and strong personal credit score. Okay, so my final thoughts and resources. These are some tips, helpful tips for you guys, is to stay consistent with your payments and credit monitoring. Use your vendor credit wisely to scale your business. Also check out business credit building resources on NAV and Dun & Bradstreet and the SBA website, okay? If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. I'll be glad to help.